How's it going, class? Mr. Jaw here. And in this lesson, we're going to learn how to convert units. So our objective is I can convert units. So let's look at some example problems. So our example problem number 1 is convert 3 hours to minutes. So in fact, go ahead and write these down. So go ahead and write down number 1, 3 hours equals how many blank minutes. Write down number 2, 25 centimeters equals blank inches, and 100 miles equals blank kilometers. What you're going to need to solve those problems is the conversion factors to your right. So go ahead and copy these down as well. And pause this video and see if you can convert the units. If you can do it, then more power to you. You may not even need to watch this video. But if you don't know how to do it, then you've come to the right video. So go ahead and pause this video and see if you can solve numbers 1, 2, and 3. All right, so I'm back. How did you do? If you didn't solve it, we're going to go through this together. And let's see if you got the correct answer. So let's look at number 1. So number 1 is convert 3 hours to minutes. Correct? So convert 3 hours to minutes. So first we're going to need our conversion factors, right? So there are, this one, you should know. In 1 hour, there are 60 minutes, right? So we need to make sure we line up our units correctly, because we want to make sure that they cancel out. So anytime we do conversions, you're pretty much always going to multiply, okay? So we are going to multiply. Now the rule is the unit on top is going to be the unit on the bottom. And then we are converting this to minutes. Correct? So let's fill it in. Let's take a look again. 1 hour, right? So we have 1 hour, so therefore the 1 goes here. And then take a look. We have what number? 60. So we're going to put 60 there. Okay? So this is a simple multiplication problem. We multiply 3 by 60. That is going to give us 180 minutes. All right, so let's check. We got to make sure unit on top, unit on the bottom, they cancel out. So the only thing you're left with is minutes. So this is how you should have done number 1. So if you got 180, then awesome job. Let's take a look at number 2. Number 2 is 25 centimeters to inches. So let's write it down. So number 2, convert 25 centimeters to inches. So we need to we multiply, right? 25 centimeters multiplied by our conversion factor. Let's take a look. See if you can figure this out. Which one goes where? Does 1 go on the top or does 1 go on the bottom? If you did it correctly, 1 is going to be on the top. The reason why is because centimeters is on the top. Okay. Centimeters is on the top. Centimeters need to be on the bottom. Do you remember what it's called? If you remember what it's called, it's actually called cross-canceling. Okay, so we're going to put our centimeters here. 2.5, and then we check to make sure that they cancel out. Centimeters on top, centimeters on the bottom. Awesome, they cancel out. right? So what's 25 multiplied by 1? That is 25. And then we just move this over, 2.5. 25 divided by 2.5 is going to give us approximately 10 inches. Sorry, can't fit, but you get the idea. 10 inches, right? And finally, let's do number 3. Last example, number 3. We have 100 miles, and we want to convert it to kilometers. Okay, so 100 miles multiplied by, so once again, what is the rule? Unit on top, unit has to be on the bottom. So we have miles on the bottom, and then we look at our conversion factor. It is 1 kilometer and 0.621 miles. So miles is on the bottom, so we're going to put 0.621, and then 1. 100 multiplied by 1 is going to give you 100. And then 0.621. Let's just verify that we did this correctly. So we have miles on top, miles on the bottom. Awesome job. So they cancel out. And then 100 divided by 0.621. 100 divided by 0.621. So the 100 is going on the inside because it is the numerator. So we have 100 on the inside, 0.621. We ask ourselves, how many times can 0.621 go into 100? The answer, you just plug that into your calculator, and you're going to get 161, approximately 161 kilometers. All right, so this is Mr. Jha, and I'll see you in class.